very warm welcome. I think most of you have been here before, so you know all about Chris and his lovely little sweet shop, okay? Today he's asked me in because we're close to Halloween, and I'm going to read you a story about spider sandwiches, okay? So has anybody here ever had a spider sandwich? Have you? Oh my goodness me, was it a bit crunchy? Was it? What was the best bit about it? Was it the legs? Oh, I like a girl with an imagination. Okay, so we are going to have a story today about a monster called Max. Okay, but in the story he's a bit bigger than that. Well, I was going to ask if somebody might like to hold Max. And later on, you have to see if you can spot maybe one of his monster friends, which is a crab with one eye. Don't ask me where the other eye went. So in a minute, we might see in the story a crab with, I don't know whether he's got one eye or two eyes. Does anybody want to hold the crab?
I'm painting them.
Okay, so you have to look very carefully. So here we go. Shall we find out about Max? I need to put my glasses on for this, sadly. So, here we are. This is the green monster, Max, peering round the door. And he says, "Do come to tea with Max. He has a monster appetite. He eats such yucky, mucky food. His meal times are a fright." Oh my goodness me, I'm sure all of you have really good manners at meal times, don't you? Possibly. So there he is again, there's Max. You're holding Max, aren't you? This Max is a bit hairier, isn't he?
Oh look.
So he says he loves to glug slug milkshake through a stinky hosepipe straw. And as for beetle biscuits, he can always munch one more. Now, has anybody here ever tried slug milkshake? Does anybody here fancy slug milkshake? You're a girl for trying things, aren't you? Okay, well done.
You have to wonder what she does at home.
Well, yes, we won't ask any questions. Okay. For breakfast every morning, he chews toenail scrambled eggs, then guzzles down scrambled eggs, yes. Then guzzles down a smoothie made from squidged grasshopper legs. Okay, so you see all the grasshoppers here jumping around, and he's squidged. That's it. He would. He'd have to jump on them to squidge them all up, and there's all the slime, isn't there? Okay. So you see what happens. He buys snacks on the internet from as far away as space. Spiky space ants, moongoo globs are all stuffed in his face. Oh, look, what is he eating there? By lunchtime, Max is starving. Scrummy lice rice. I can't wait. He slurps it super fast before the lice crawl off the plate. So he bought the Monsters cookbook. Has anybody here got a cookbook with monster recipes in them? What's your favourite recipe in your cookbook?
Snake bread.
Snake bread! Oh my goodness me, that's a good one. Does anybody else have a monster recipe book? Have you got a favourite recipe? I like that, those snake bread. I'm not even going to ask how you make it. Do you have to chop the snakes up? So he's bought this cookbook for some recipe ideas. The best was slime eeled noodles, all these slimy noodles, served with hairy fried bat's ears. And if you look very closely in this bowl, there's something suspiciously brown and hairy, like fried bat's ears. Okay.
He likes it.
He does, yes. Is he eating them now? Is he having a good munch?
No, he's
Good.
looking at the recipe.
Oh, he's looking at the recipes. Thank you, Frankenstein. I thought you'd fallen asleep behind there. Okay, so he goes off on a picnic, look, with his monster friends, and he says, to pickled worms and squashed fly jam, Max beans. Hooray! Yes, please. And he spreads them on his crackers with smelly fish-eye cheese. Do you think this is what you lot are going to have for lunch today?
No. I've got a smile on your face.
So delicious, gurgles Max, with a massive goo-filled grin. Cold, crunchy cockroach curry with drip dribbling down his chin. Okay, so look at all this stuff that dribbles out of his mouth and his big pink tongue. Oh, now here we go. Who is holding the crab? Can you find a crab in the picture?
I found
Yes, well done. Okay, there's a couple more there.
actually 3.
There's a couple more there somewhere. That's it. Absolutely right.
Yep.
So this time on the beach, he's eating tadpole ice cream, snail trail sauce, and things that squirm and slurp. They all mix in his tummy. And look out, here comes a burp. Is there anybody here who's really good at burping? Adults are allowed to join in. Okay. Oh, good burp. Can you do that one again? Can you do that burp again? Oh, put his middle back in, yes. Oh, very good. Can anybody else do a big burp? Very good. That's quite ladylike, actually. Okay. Now, he's in a sweet shop. Now, I'm hoping that Chris hasn't got these, but we shall have to see. So, there's lots of jars here, and I know it's quite a small picture, but there are things in here like rat's tail pizza, blue mold chips, bug burgers are a treat. But when it comes to tea, well, before we get to tea time, there are a couple of jars on here that I noticed, and I managed to get them. So, is there anybody here who likes eating toenail clippings? Is there anybody who's brave enough to try the toenail clippings? Do you? Wow. Okay, so sure. Tip a couple out. Would you like to try one of those? Anybody who's allergic to banana?
Do you want some?
Did you like it? Have you eaten it?
No.
Or did you put it back on my hand? You can have another. Oh, okay. Is it all right? Are toenail clippings all right?
No.
No? Okay. Pop it here. Just make sure we don't give it to somebody else. I'm going to rest it up. I promise not to leave it there. You can have a go at a toenail clipping.
Right, girl.
No? Oh, you're just going to feel it. Okay. Is there anybody else who wants to try one? Is anybody else who wants to have a go?
Do you want to try it?
Do you want to try a toenail clipping?
She doesn't like the sound of that.
Frankenstein, do you want to try a toenail clipping?
No.
Okay. See, they're quite gruesome, aren't they? Wouldn't really want anybody to eat those. Although I think you did eat the first one, didn't you? But also, in the jars on the shop, they have things like this.
What did
You try it.
What
It's
do
too
you-
late now. She put it away.
Maybe try it after. What do you think these are?
Eyes.
Does anybody want to,
Eyeballs.
does anybody want to
Eyes.
suck an
Eyes.
eyeball?
Eyeballs are the funny.
Okay.
Cece.
Now, do you want to put your fingers in and try them in, try an eyeball?
Cece, I think you've got them ones.
Yeah.
It don't help. Right, you suck on it. Put it in.
Not sure it's a
No, no, no.
Put it in the bag, put it in the
Daddy
bag,
will
it's
have it. Daddy
okay.
will have it. No, not in this sweet.
Oh. Does anybody else want to try one? Just pop it in the bag, it's okay, it does get empty. Oh, you didn't try one? Try an eyeball. Anybody else to try an eyeball? If you want to spit it out, you can give it back to me, okay? And pop it in the bag. Right, okay, so all sorts of weird and wonderful things on the shelves. But we're not quite over yet because I think the most disgusting thing almost comes next. So, but when it comes to tea time, there's just one thing that he will eat. And he is here, look, eating spider sandwiches, which you said you quite liked. So we're going to try it now, okay? Let's have a look. Would you like to try a spider sandwich?
Do you want to try
Are you absolutely sure?
I do, but I want to try.
Okay, so here on this plate, all wrapped up in cling
Still.
film to keep it
Are you sure you
nice
want to
and
try
fresh. Okay, I'll show you first and then you can make a decision. Let's take the wrapping off. Okay.
Look at that.
Look at that.
There's spider in
Spider
it.
sandwich. I'm just going to hold
Give it
it
to Auntie Lexi, Jess.
I'll see it.
to the big fat spider on the top.
Oh, yum yum.
Okay, you mentioned the legs. Look, how many legs does a spider have? Very good. And look, here we've got, well actually this one's only got 4, but never mind.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what happened there, but yes, he had an accident. He got caught in a door. But here you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 legs on that side, and you've got another 4 on the other side, okay? And if we take this 4-legged spider off, could you hold him for me? Okay, and we have a look inside the sandwich. Okay.
Have a sandwich.
Oh. Oh, I know. So, is there anybody? Oh, quick. Now, do you think that's blood or do you think it's tomato sauce?
7.
Oh. So, is there anybody here who is brave enough to have a bite of this sandwich?
Want to try the
Devin,
sandwich?
you going to have some?
Ready? Show some spiders.
Ooh.
Spiders.
Do you want
Okay, so maybe we'll put the lid back on that, okay, and pop it away for when you're, maybe when you're feeling a bit more hungry, okay.
Anyone want to
So, but the story is not quite
Thank you very
finished
much.
yet. It's a good pastime, that, isn't it? Stop taking all the holes out. So, what have we had? We've had the spider sandwich. We've had the jars from the supermarket. And what next? So, nearly finished. You've been very good. So, Max will eat up anything that oozes gunk and glue. But even monsters gasp, no thanks, when fed with, what are we going to feed him with? Green sprout soup. The colour of Frankenstein over there. Now I do actually have some green sprout soup. Okay. And I do have some spoons for anybody who's brave enough to try it. Okay.
It's like Joshua on the photos. It looks like a ghosty.
So shall we have a look?
Ghosty. Look,
Shall we have a look at the green
Ghosty.
sprout soup? Are you ready for this?
They really look like some.
So look.
Fantastic.
You can touch it. They're green sprouts.
Picture.
I hate
No, it looks like
Do
something
you want
like.
to touch the
A normal
sprouts?
picture shouldn't be
I
like
hate
that.
sprouts.
Weird.
Anybody want to touch the sprouts?
No,
Do you want to touch the sprouts?
I would.
Maybe it's the mirror, but there's no mirror.
touching.
Touch the sprout.
No.
A little bit wet.
Touching.
A little bit wet.
Now Now, is anybody brave enough, after all the touching of the
Do you want
sprouts,
to try it?
to try the soupy bit? Just rest it on my knees a bit. Okay, so is anybody brave enough
Is he
to
okay?
try the soupy bit?
Are you going to have it, Lolly?
Okay, so
A little bit.
who's going to try a little bit?
I would.
Lolly?
Do you want to try? Try some.
Oh, where are you going? Dolly, good girl.
Are you going to try some?
Yeah, good girl.
I would.
Yeah.
It's yummy.
Yeah.
What's that like? Is that all right? Does it taste of sprouts? Does anybody? Is it?
Yeah.
Well, were you going to try some then?
No.
Is anybody else? Would you like to try some?
No.
Lolly just did. Look,
These
Jasmine's
are
just
perfect
about
size
to.
for chucking things in. Made to measure. Right. Okay, so should we find some for you?
In a minute.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay. Ready?
You don't want to try it? You want to try it, just No, no, no.
Go
Don't
on.
try it.
What is it?
Not now. No.
You move. Don't move.
Oh, okay.
Don't move up
It's
close to
actually
the
live. I can imagine. Anybody else want to try some
Oh, let's see. Emma's trying some. Jasmine's tried some. Lolly's tried some. Are you sure you don't want to try some?
We have a queue. We have a queue.
Don't try
your food.
I wasn't even
You're going to do yourself, are you?
Oh, good girl.
Okay, well, if you hang on to your spoon and you want some more, you can have some more. You've had a go. Would you like to have a go? Frankenstein, are you going to have a go?
I want to have a
No?
You can have a go.
No?
Okay. You can have a go.
Go and then you dig in with your spoon. Do you want to have a go?
Look, they're demolishing it all. Better have some.
Can you
before it
stop
goes.
shouting?
It's a big mouthful. Going to go for it all? Whoa, there we are. Okay, well done. Oh, she's digging away here.
Right, Jazz.
Excellent. Well done. Well, I tell you what,
Okay.
I think you've listened and taken part beautifully. So I think you should give yourselves a big round of applause. Okay? So well done, and I hope you enjoyed the story.
Yay, so thank
you. You're very welcome. Right. I shall take this
we
back
all
and
just
have it for
have
my
one
lunch.
big last round of applause for Andrea. Thank you for coming.
You're very welcome. You're a very good audience.